Greetings, one and all, to the most cursed, most cringiest corner of the internet. A YouTube channel content creator actively alienating everyone in both the analog and digital world. Well, welcome and good evening, wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8. Fuck off with that shit, Emil. What? Touched a nerve, then? Look, man. All I know is that according to everyone else I've spoken to about this, my last year is the only chunk I'll have to take out loans for. And how much will you end up paying for the last year of college? Because, make no mistake, you will eventually have to pay that money back. It's not as free as it seems, I assure you. I think it's about 40,000, give or take a few. Which means we're paying for all 4 years, it'd be 160,000. Plus additional things, that's like almost 200 fucking K. That's insane. So you're being roped into buying something you don't need just because it's on sale. Typical. Why are these places always so predatory? You know, Oliver, there are entire departments dedicated to reallocating grants and scholarships to more deserving parties. Even if you didn't go, it's not like that money would just evaporate. Okay, did you just say I'm less deserving? It's a little backhanded, man. And who knows, backing out now can make room for someone much more in need of a boost than you. Why are you so hell-bent on trying to talk me out of this? Because I might as well buy this thing. Oh, let me lower the volume a little bit. Because most of it is paid for is an extremely dangerous way to think. If you're this vulnerable to such predatory behavior, then as your friend, I'd be stupid not to be worried. But you're not getting it. I need to go to college, Emil. There's some things I need for my future that only college can provide. Such as... How can you find something you haven't lost yet? I'll say it as many times as I need to. You don't need college. College needs you. Why did the light bulb break? Crap, I'm starting to repeat myself. Need to focus on what I've already said if I'm going to win this. Well, I already knew that I had said part of that path, but I was trying to elaborate. I'm most curious, I guess. College has been hyped up a really big thing most of my life. I want to see what it's like. Really. I'm fairly certain you have an accurate idea of how it's going to be already. The whole appeal of college is that it's basically high school, but with less supervision. You're being reductive. Hardly. It's not like college isn't something millions of other people have already experienced, so much as they're left for us to actually be curious about. Maybe the food tastes different? Or maybe the classes are more challenging, something. Perhaps, but so what? Once that honeymoon period is over and your base assumptions are proven correct, you can't just leave. I mean, you can. Freshman dropout rates are more than enough to prove out that. But do you really want to set yourself up for that kind of failure? That's not going to happen, Emil. I'm not going to drop out. Of course you won't. Because unlike those kids, naive curiosity isn't your reason for wanting to go to college. I wager that you have a more sentimental reason, one that will keep you there for as long as you need to be. So why don't we stop talking in circles and actually get to the heart of the matter, Oliver? Asheville is a really beautiful place, at least what little Violet and I saw of it over spring break. And the campus itself is so cozy and rustic. The whole thing is perched on top of the lip of a little river valley a few miles away from the city. Even walking from the building to building feels like you're moving between pages of a fairy tale. Seems like a pretty good place to spend the next 4 years of my life. Then why not simply move there? If you truly value aesthetics that greatly, then why not simply relocate and visit the area around the campus whenever you feel like? Is there a reason to even bother with pursuing a degree? Want to get a good job. Don't you think it's good idea for me at least to get a bachelor's degree? They say college is new high school if you want a job that actually gets you somewhere in life. So you really believe that? I mean, that was kind of what was forced on everybody, like what was said over and over during school. Honestly, I would have gone to college if I could actually, have afforded it in the first place. I will say this, definitely if I had a opportunity like Oliver has where the first 3 years are paid for, yeah, hell yes. Especially if I'd had that option from the moment I graduated, but heck, I didn't, and I went straight into working in factories, usually like 13 days in a row. You ever heard of trade school? You could learn something actually useful in the third time for a fraction of the price. Did I miss it? That's just something universal paths in order to get good people like us into keeping failing industry alive. I will say this, proportionally to, especially towards wages or even inflation, prices of colleges really, really got gouged. There's apprenticeships too. Some places actually end up paying you while you're learning the skills you need to work for them. You're not going to be doomed to be working at a gas station if you don't get a degree. There are options, you simply haven't been told about them. Ever wonder why that is? No, not really. That's part of the problem. If you're anything like me, and I know you are, the idea of needing to go to college is something that's been planned in your head since the start of high school. But you need to question these things, pull them out of the ground, roots and all. Otherwise, you're only setting yourself up to be taken advantage of. You're nothing more to that place than a paycheck. You don't need them. You don't need anyone, really. But they need you. Not if I want to do something other than manual labor for the rest of my life, Emil. Yeah, I'm probably going to be doing manual labor the rest of my life until I just can't do it anymore, I guess. What sort of things would I even be learning at these trade schools? Plumbing, welding, landscaping? Most likely, but so what? That stuff really does take a toll on your body. Now, granted, plumbing, electrician stuff does pay a lot better than what I'm doing, but people doing stuff like plumbing are still working very hard, and it still wears on the body, even doing jobs like that. Though, on the other hand, at least they get paid more, I guess. But it still tears you down. It's still, a bit much at times. It's not like there's anything wrong with good, honest work. No, there's not. But if it doesn't pay enough, or if it, gets you hurt, dead, or has your body in pain, then that's not good. You're no stranger getting your hands dirty, after all. Or it could be they're going to college simply to avoid having to work hard for as long as humanly possible. That's not it at all. Now, what sort of competitive advantage does college offer? I don't know. If I'd gone to college, maybe I would have become like a scientist or something. Oh. Can I go back? Can I go back? Because I know I've already picked these. Yes, I get it. Well, you didn't give me a choice in the matter. Like, the moment I saw that there was options I already had, like, technically what I picked before wasn't... I wanted to elaborate. And did we freeze? Did the game crash? I think the game crashed. Well, this might crash OBS.